Pretty quiet at the moment, Salam. A little busier than it was around an hour ago. Just behind me, Sephora, the makeup store, has reopened a short while ago. There was actually a queue of people, a small queue, but a queue of people waiting for the store to reopen this morning. So frantic were several people to come and buy some makeup after 8 weeks being unable to do so. They were applauded into the store by the employees here. But other than that, many of the stores here actually aren't open. Major department stores here in Paris aren't allowed to open because of ongoing social distancing restrictions. And some other smaller stores here actually aren't open at all yet today. Levi's isn't open, H&M isn't open, and some of the other stores that I've noticed as I've been walking down the street, like MAC, for example, are open, but there aren't many people inside. Now, that may be because it's quite cold here in Paris today, so perhaps it's not the best day for people to want to go out shopping, but it may also well be because this is a major tourist avenue here in France. This is where lots of American and Chinese tourists come to spend their money when they visit the French capital. And of course, there are no tourists here at the moment. So I think it's going to be pretty quiet, not just today on the Champs-Elysees, but in the coming weeks as well.
I live just off that road and I can vouch for the fact that it's usually a lot busier than what we're seeing. Now, Nadia, you just mentioned a number of shops reopening. Of course, measures have been put in place to stop the spread of the virus. What have you been seeing in some of the shops that you've visited this morning?
Well, the big change for shoppers is that masks are mandatory anytime you go inside a shop now. I've noticed here outside Sephora they have a security guard who's checking that everybody has a mask as they go inside the shop. Now, the other big difference is that there will be those stickers that you mentioned on the metro inside all the shops as well, particularly around the cashier area, to ensure that people try to maintain that 1 meter distance as they're shopping. But I suppose the real question now is, given how badly the French economy has contracted in the last 3 months, we've seen an unprecedented 5.8% contraction in the first 3 months of the year, is just because shoppers are now allowed to go out to the shops, when will they feel actually safe enough to go out and do so and get money flowing again into these department stores? If today is anything to go by, it could be quite a long time until we start seeing these shops as full as they normally are. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in the coming days and weeks.
Nadia Massiar, reporter with a look at Paris, somewhat limping back to normalcy after a partial lifting of a nationwide lockdown.